Hey there, StarCraft fans, Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 on the latest patch. Look, 8-worker start, crazy stuff, right? We're on Ujari. They brought back old maps for the 3v3 and 4v4 map pool. I assume the same is for the 2v2, but I don't play that. So, here in Ujari, it is going to be a 3v3 featuring Falcon Paladin. First player here is Porpoise, a Zerg player. His teammate is a Protoss named Blue Raptor. And then a Blue Terran, it is Barcode, very scary Barcode. On the right side, it is another team. It is going to be Sheets of Arse, which sounds like the name of a movie, a satire, set in Scotland maybe. And then we also have, hey, Falcon Paladins here from the Falcon clan. Again, you can join it by joining the Discord server and saying, hey, I want to join the Falcon Paladin clan on the Americas or the European server. And we can do that for you. And then finally, last but not least, here is Pizza Pog. So 8-worker start, man. Crazy stuff in 2026. We are back to the Wings of Liberty strats, the Heart of the Storm strats as well. So what are we going to do here? What's my build? How did the guy have one? So I've got 12 supply and I'm going to go 12 hatch. Okay, fair enough. I'm still figuring this out. It feels weird, man. It feels weird to play StarCraft right now, and I think everybody just echoes the same sentiment. What are the builds? What are the timings? When you can throw down an expansion or evolution chamber as a Zerg player, or when to get your upgrades as a Protoss. Is that a Nexus first from Sheets of Arse? It is. It is, lads. All right, cool. So we're going to go Nexus first on this map. Now, what's crazy about this map? Check this out. There is one path down here at the bottom. Got ourselves a Zelnunga Watchtower and a path up at the top. Zelnunga Watchtower there as well. I remember this map from years and years and years ago, man. Remember playing on this map with Somicron. Canyon of Tribulation is also out there too, which is a map they brought back from the dead. So you got these back bases that you can take, but there's rocks here. So it's like, okay, cool, let's punish the Zerg by making bases with rocks because they can't knock those down. But in a team situation, you can ask somebody with a bunch of Marines or a bunch of Zealots to be like, hey, you have that army anyway. Can you just knock down these rocks for me? And they'll say yes. Probably saying yes. So there's my extractor, there's my pool. I don't know. Again, I'm not following a build here. This might be like the second game I played on the latest patch at all. So I'm just like, I guess this is what I'm doing. Cool, right? Extractor, pool, expansion. Nice. Pool finishes. Do I have enough money for 2 queens? Yes, I do actually have enough money for 2 queens. So that's great. There's still 175, but it's 300 for a hatch now. Full thoughts on the patch are available on the Falcon Paladin Hour. If you want a link to that, let me know. We'll put it in the comments. We'll put it in the description to see Falcon and Somicron's thoughts on this patch, which has been momentous. A lot of upheaval here, dudes. So my queen's not there yet. Do I have some lings on the way? Production tab says, yeah, I got a set of lings coming in. But good thing this Reaper shift from Pizza Pog saving my patootie. Now, what's down here? Porpoise has the second base. He doesn't have a queen yet. I think his build is a little bit later than mine because, look, I've got queens. I've got 2 bases up. He has 2 bases, but doesn't have any queens yet. And yeah, so southern attack path, northern attack path. That's it. That's the only way across the map. If you can kind of wall this off, like we're doing here with Barcode, and wall this off, which is not happening, you can kind of control when the enemy comes up and, you know, keep some lings out of your base. Very interesting map indeed. So who's going to take the back bases? Look at these lings working away on these rocks. It's going to take 400 years for the lings to get there, dude. Unhinged stuff. There you go. Inject a Rooney. One thing they did do is give us a little bit more larva that's naturally spawning on these hatcheries. So that's good for Zerg. Getting a 3rd base here at about 350, which I figured was a decent time. Overlord getting sniped out. Bah, good job, Sheets of Arse. It's a movie about ice skating in Scotland and falling on your butt a lot. I believe that's what that movie is about, in case you're wondering. So I got lings out. Probably more than I need, probably. Right? What do I got here, man? So many. 12 lings on 2 bases. What am I doing? I don't know. I'm discombobulated, man. I am lost. Am I going to send these lings across the map? They'd probably get something done if I did. Look at this. Marines, a Reaper. Like, come on. This isn't even a wall. Meanwhile, Reaper here from Pizza Pog going to get a probe kill. Nice. How many kills you got, Mr. Reaper guy? 2 kills already. And he gets a 3rd kill before getting sniped out by a Marine. Not bad. 3 kills is awesome with a Reaper. We're back in the olden times, man, when players didn't know how to deal with Reapers. That's what it's taken me back to. So, got an evolution chamber. I'm like, might as well get an upgrade, I suppose. I'm like, where's my saturation? It's ridiculous. Ooh, new music. This is menu music from StarCraft 2. What are you doing here? Anyway, distractingly, they've changed the music in the 3v3 casting, I suppose. All right. Anyhow, check this out. Am I getting a lair? No. But just starting with 12 workers, you just get workers out so much faster. You saturate faster. You have more minerals available. It's crazy. Liberator from Barcode is here. Stalkers are like, aha, there's DTs from Blue Raptor here too, though. Uh-oh. Oh, there's an obs. Okay, Sheets of Arts has an obs. I'm like, oh, snap. DTs. I got spores, so I can, I can handle it. I can handle this. But I don't have any overseers, and guess what? I don't have a lair. I'm like, hold on. 542. I don't have a lair yet. I don't have mobile detection. Thank goodness Sheets of Arts does. And Liberator just setting up in terrible positions. Yeah, just not getting anything done. There's way too many Stalkers for this, I'm afraid. This is not a good map for a Liberator. Finally taking a second base here is Barcode. Actually, no, it's a third base. Very good. Third base up there, or second base, or third base down here. It's crazy expansion. Look how far away this is. Look at that. Look at that on the map. Look at the mini-map. Look at it. I demand it. I have a bunch of flings. What am I doing? I've got 32 drones and 40 Zerglings with no upgrades. Sure, there's a +1 on the way. I'm getting a lair at 620, getting a spine up in case DTs show up in my base. This is insane. Again, just kind of holding it down here as Sheets. Oh, Blue Raptor. Blue Raptor built a pylon and got fast warp and DTs. That's how they got in here. Dude, how is this base not dead? It didn't have a spore? It didn't have a spine, not anything close to that. And that's a thing that's been changed, is pylons can now fast warp in stuff. You don't have to have a gateway with them or next to a nexus for the fast warp in. Rocks getting taken. Again, our team is just like, rocks, huh? Yeah, I don't really care about rocks. We're gonna leave those alone. My lings are like, I gotta go do something. Hey, this isn't a wall. What the what? What can I kill? This base seems entirely undefended. Let's kill these lings. Let's kill a queen. Let's fight against zealots and zerglings. I've got my +1 attack. How about you? No. Nobody else has a +1 attack. Actually, hold on. Orange totally does. But he's on my team. Anyway, I'm killing stalkers. I'm killing zealots. I'm fighting inside liberator circles, which doesn't help. But look at that. That was a lot of dead stuff there, right? Queen down. Zealots down. I'm not sure if they paid for themselves, those lings, but I'm droning behind it. I've got 16 drones in production. I'm going to go ahead and throw up a second evolution chamber. This space is so cramped. I'm just not sure where to put my buildings. And a baneling nest started at 740 as well. But my saturation is okay. How are we on workers? 52 for Deporpus. As a Zerg player, 53 for me. Good. 37, 47, 47. Everybody's kind of around the same. When it comes to worker count here at 755, everybody's just kind of like trying to figure this thing out. So I've got a decent saturation on the main and the second base. Third base could use some help. I'm finding that's a consistent problem, is being able to saturate the third base quite quickly. Not happening as well as I'd like it to. I'm like, might as well get an infestation pit, get up to some of that hive. Sure. Hallucinating Phoenix. He's a couple hydras out from Deporpus, so that gets scouted. And I'm like, okay, glad I have a baneling nest already. Let's get a speed for the baneling. Seems like a fun idea. Gonna make some banelings first. There you go. There's the centrifugal hooks upgrade. And any creep spread at all from me? No, not really. Could be helpful. A little bit of creep spread, but I'm like, I got banelings just in case the hydras come across, just in case the marines come across, right? That's what the banelings are going to be good against. Nothing has changed there with the bane. Ghosts are different, but I haven't seen a ghost yet in any of the games that I played on the 3v3 ladder. So whatevs. Whatever and ever, amen, I guess, is the whole idea here. Archon's going to be great against my lings and my banes generally. What do we have to deal with? Archons. Teammates. Purple's got a ton of bases, man. Boo, boo, boo. All up that side. I guess it's only 3, but for a Terran, that feels like a lot. Look at this. Siege Tank Marine is pretty good against Archons, actually. The Archons are like, don't like that at all. I was like, okay, I'll send my lings up. They've got a +1 attack. They're working on a +1 Carapace, which is cheaper now in this patch. Whee! Barracks getting out of there. Siege tanks where did the tanks go? Oh, they're sieged up back here. Siege them up. DT shows up, and I think I see the DT. Do I call that out? Yeah, I say DT, and then there it is. Scans it, kills it. Beautiful, sieged up. Marines, Liberators causing some issues here. They're on top of the tanks. Where they want to be is on top of the tanks, but they can't be. Down the other way, though, here comes our guy Sheets. He's got the Immortals. He's got the Stalkers. There are lurkers at the top of this ramp. OMG. and jumping on top of this group. Where is me? There is me. Coming around. Didn't save any of the tanks, but I do get a surround on a couple of the Archons. The Immortals die. These Thors are not having a good time against my upgraded, but then the Lurkers show up and obliterate all of my Zerglings. The Marines try to take them out. The Lings are like, I don't want to fight Lurkers. Bye! I go ahead, and again, fighting inside Liberator circles. Trying not to fight inside Liberator circles, but no, Deporpus is doing such a good job dragging my Lings into the Circle of Doom. He saves that Queen. Didn't think he'd be able to do that at all. Now, look at pushing back. Blue Raptors got blinking on top of that tank, wiping that dude out. I'm like, I have Lings. They've got +2/+1. Adrenal is on the way, but it's not here yet. It's a longer upgrade. And do fall back at that point. Now, Sheets is like, can I? Good snipe on those Changelings. Can I get up this ramp? That's a lot of Lurkers at the top of that ramp. I don't know if that's a good idea. Yes, I do take a base up here because the rocks were cleared out for me. I think by Pizza Pog. So thanks, Pizza Pog, if you're watching. But thanks for clearing that out. Much, much appreciated, sir. Seismic Spines are on the way for the Lurker player because, of course, they are. They probably should have been around a little bit sooner than this. But, yeah, look at this. Look at the supplies at 11 minutes in this game. 139, 113, 93, 111, 121, 150. Nobody's maxed out. In the last 10 years of StarCraft, ever since they introduced the 12-worker start, this would be somebody be maxed out. There would be multiple players with 150 total supply. There would be tons of workers. There would be maxed out armies mashing into each other already 11 minutes easily, if not earlier than that. But this way, again, it's a 4-worker difference, but it really is slowing everything down. It feels slow. Feels like I'm in molasses. Saturating my 4th base fairly well. Got Ultras out. Got Ling's Banes here. Getting upgrades for those guys. There is the chitinous plating upgrade. Siege tanks against these Stalkers. They don't want that battle at all, but I think Team Left Side has actually taken more of their bases than... No, you know what? I think everyone's taken all the bases that are available to them. It's just this 12 o'clocker that nobody's taken, and actually Barcode is on it now. So good on you, Barcode. Take that base. It's going to be a 1 base advantage out of all of the many bases that are here. Actually, this hasn't been taken by Team Left Side, and we do have that one on our side of the map. So, hey, we have an economic advantage. Overall, that's great. Ultramarine Siege Tank Medevac is going to be pretty nice. If the Medevacs can get some healing up on these Ultras, that'd be nice. Lurkers! Ah! Lurkers and Thors. I'm like, I don't care. I have chitinous plating. Get in there. Chase them down. What are the Thors upgrades at this point? 1 armor and nothing else? Holy crap. Okay, well, that's not ideal at all. Siege tanks continue to fire on these Archons. Marines buffer for the dudes. Ultras get a little bit distracted out that way. They do jump in here eventually. Once again, not saving these tanks, but there's a tank back there that's still alive, and I still have a lot of Ultras remaining. 163 total supply. Sheets is at 199. Just still hanging out down here. He's not helping us, and he's not really pushing this way either because, again, Mass Lurker up on the top of the ramp is very scary. Extremely scary. Okay, Guardian Shield pops, decides to come down the ramp. Deporpus. There's enough Immortals to kind of crush these Lurkers, maybe? Nice Fungals. Beautiful Fungals getting tossed down. This man is a caster, and he knows it. This Immortal count, I don't know, the Lurker count's very scary too, but on the other side, they were just busted in. I'm like, Liberators, no, run. Get out of there. Lurker trying to attack stuff inside a tiny choke. Protected by a Liberator circle. Oh no, not great for Ultras at all. I'm like, I don't care. Come in and fight against this stuff. Somebody. This is still a stalemate down here. Nobody wants to win that battle, but we're kind of winning this battle up this way. Can we get on into these bases? There's nothing defending them at all. I'm trying to macro up back home. Floating 1,000 minerals, but I am maxed out now, along with Sheets and Pizza Pog. So we're doing a better job spending our money, which is a large part of StarCraft, is can you spend your money better than your enemy? This looks like it's non-traversable, but it totally is. Meanwhile, oh, did crush through. I missed it. Hang on, that's why Deporpus tapped out. So he engages in, and then my Ultras, oh gosh, what is this? My Ultras are like, I'll take all of the damage and weaken them, and then you can finish them off. Get him, Sheets, and he does. Oh boy. That's why you don't attack Lurkers with Ultralisks, as it turns out. Deporpus taps out. Just got sundry Marines around here. We got Ultras attacking stuff too. Got siege tanks rolling in. It is falling apart quickly for team left side, team red and blue, and that's the GG. They're out of there, and that is chaotic. Final couple minutes on the latest patch here in StarCraft 2. Holy smokes. That was great. I mean, we're talking about a fantastic little 3v3 there. DTs, Liberators trying to get stuff done, holding it off, getting up to tier 3. The Ultras are helping the Marines and, well, the Immortals down here too. Working together is how this is all about. Casual 0-kill Immortal. How does this Immortal have 0 kills? Has he been in any battles at all? This guy's got 10. Okay, he's a veteran. Appreciate that. But yeah, Ultras, they're working on the +3. They're almost fully upgraded. Good enough. Lings in here in the mix as well. Resources lost today for team. Yeah, 13,000, 12,000 for red and blue, 12,000 for me, 18,000 for Blue Raptor. Whoa. What did he end up losing? 29 Stalkers, 7 Immortals. I guess buildings are a big part of this. He did maybe lose more of his buildings than the other guys did too. But yeah, why is he way up there? I don't know. Only 8,000 lost from Sheets here. Really only lost 19 Stalkers. 3, again, this is pretty much the same, right? 19 Stalkers, 29 Stalkers, 3 Immortals, 7 Immortals, well. Or Archons, 4 Immortals, 4 Immortals, 34. Okay, so it's just more of everything up here. Same concept. Archon, Immortal, Stalker, Zealot. DTs in the mix there too, obviously from Blue Raptor. APM checks, 145s, 150s-ish. I'm at 130, which is cool, I guess. And yeah, good stuff. So they were being aggressive. They were doing a great job pushing up. But then we worked together, pushed here, worked together, pushed down here, cleared all the obstacles, got in their faces, and wiped them out. So fun game. Again, interesting to see how that 8-worker started changing stuff. It's changing a lot. Okay, well, that's going to be it from me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. If you like what you saw and what you heard today, you can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.